Still daddy to go. Jesus. Jesus. Hey, bring daddy. 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 Jesus. Bring daddy. I'm praying.
Do you know that just 2 days ago, precisely on the 29th of March 2026, a group of Christians who were gathered around a church after they had just finished celebrating Palm Sunday were massacred by the Religion of Peace practitioners in Jos, a state in the northern part of Nigeria? I'm sure you are completely unaware of this incident, and that is simply because nobody cares. At least the mainstream media doesn't care enough to report on this particular situation. It doesn't fit their narrative, so nobody cares. Just the same way nobody cared about the thousands of Iranians who were massacred by their own Islamist government. And also the same way nobody cared about the Christians, the thousands of Christians who are being massacred every day in Congo by the same Islamist. Of course, it is not Palestine. Of course, Muslims are not the casualties. They are not the victims, so nobody cares. On the evening of March 29th, 2026, which is Palm Sunday, which also happens to be the Nigerian president's 74th birthday, while he was having fun and making merry in his government mansion, a bunch of men armed to the teeth stormed Angwan-Rukuba, a village in Jos, Plateau State. They opened fire on Christians gathered near a church where they were celebrating the day that marks the triumphant entry of Jesus into Jerusalem. The attackers came on motorcycles and in vehicles, shooting indiscriminately before fleeing toward the nearby hills. Death toll reports vary because chaos and fear made counting difficult, but credible local and Christian sources put it at least 40 to 50 people killed. Many of them died at the scene, and some of them died later in the hospital. The incident happened in a predominantly Christian neighborhood. No groups has claimed responsibility, of course, but residents and multiple reports identify the government as suspected Fulani militants or Islamist terrorists, the same actors behind years of similar atrocities. Take a look.
In Kabul, they just murdered over 10 people. Innocent Christians. On Palm Sunday. Tinubu, where are you? As your people are slaughtered in the night, as you sit in Aso Rock and you do absolutely nothing, you allow your people to be killed again and again and again and again. When will it stop? When will you hear the cries of Nigerians, of Christians? You can no longer deny genocide. They're being slaughtered. And you say there's no issue. You will regret what you are doing.
A lot of people have given Ezekiel hate for saying that Allah is a bloodsucker. What does the Quran and the Hadith teach? Surah 9:29. It says, fight those who disbelieve in Allah. In the Hadith, it says that the greatest form of jihad is religious fighting. So when Fulani come into the village and they chant Allahu Akbar, and they kill your families, it should not be a surprise. When Muslims are commanded to fight those who disbelieve, it's no surprise they seek you. Was this boy a Muslim? Was this boy a Muslim? Have any of the people here been Muslims that have been killed? So why is it that they're only killing Christians? Is this just a clash between farmers and herders? Where are your AK-47s? Are you clashing with the Fulani? You're being innocently slaughtered, and the ones who are in charge of protecting your life are not doing it.
We refuse to be Islamic. We'll never bow down to Allah. Allah is a demon. That is why when Allah wants to suck blood, He he tells his members, chant Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar, before they embark on killings, so that Allah will suck blood. We have never visited Wuga, and we will never, because our faith in Jesus doesn't give us the power.
As many of you know, I am from Nigeria, so I have seen firsthand how my brothers and my sisters in the Christian faith are being systematically murdered, targeted, and driven from their ancestral lands in the north and in the middle belt in Nigeria. We are not imagining this. It is happening right now in real time while the world looks away. But what hurts me the most is that while this Christian genocide is going on, especially against Christians living in the northern part of Nigeria, many people are denying it or trivializing what is happening. Now, if you know the northern part of Nigeria, you will know that it is predominantly Islamic. The north is Muslim, right? But you have pockets of Christians in there. So these Christians who live amongst this majority Muslims are being targeted disproportionately. They are being exterminated in numbers by you know who. It is not a myth. It is the fact that every single Nigerian person knows without question. For years, radical Islamist groups like Boko Haram, ISWAP, and above all, Fulani militants have waged a campaign of murder, kidnapping, church burnings, and land seizure against Christians in northern and central Nigeria. Open Doors ranks Nigeria amongst the deadliest place on earth for Nigerians. Thousands of believers have been slaughtered. Villages have been wiped out. Millions have been displaced. In the Middle Belt, Fulani extremists disproportionately attack Christian farming communities, often framing it as resource conflict, while the religious and ethnic cleansing motive is unmistakable. Mind you, this is not the first time we are seeing these killings of Christians on precisely Palm Sunday. We've had countless incidents like this across the country, especially in the north and the middle belt of Nigeria, which is predominantly Muslim. Just one click on the internet will give you dozens and dozens of news articles highlighting Christians being massacred by Islamists on Palm Sunday, not to mention other major kidnappings and killings being visited on these Christians by their Muslim terrorist neighborhoods. International Christian Concern, Release International, and the Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, have all documented this. US lawmakers have introduced bills highlighting it. Yet, mainstream Western media often downplays or even ignores the religious dimensions, while the Nigerian government has repeatedly denied it as a targeted persecution of Christians. That denial enables the killers. The killings are so widespread and so reoccurring that when you go to the north now, you are greeted with ghost villages, ghost towns. You see areas and areas of villages where the inhabitants have fled. They have run away. They have been displaced by the Islamists. Many of them are being told to pay a huge amount of fines or tax to these terrorists so that they can be able to live in their own villages. And in some cases, when these Christians manage to pay these fines to these terrorists who are killing them, by the way, they are still killed. No mercy, even after they have paid the fine. There are so many videos on the internet circulating, showing you how these innocent Christians have run away from their villages. You see entire areas being vacated just because the owners are trying to save their lives and the lives of their children. The jihadists are winning. They are completely pushing these people out of their villages and they are taking over. They are overtaking farms. They are taking over their livestock, their properties, killing them off and driving them out of their cities and their villages. And while all this is going on, the Nigerian government seems to be sleeping because they have not done anything, any single thing to address this particular dangerous issue. They have the power to make it stop, but they are not doing anything. And this is why a lot of fellow Nigerians are pointing out that the Nigerian government are the chief sponsors of these Islamic terrorists. who are terrorizing and exterminating Christians in Nigeria. It took an American guy who flew all the way from America to Nigeria to report on this issue and draw attention to this pressing matter. But the Nigerian media is totally cricket. Mainstream media is totally crickets. No media around the world seem to care about what is going on right now. This is evil. What is happening to Nigerian Christians is monstrous. Islam is the most dangerous weapon fashioned against humanity. There is no justification for gunning down families on Palm Sunday, hacking children, or burning churches. None. No justification whatsoever. And also, these killings are not cultural clashes like they would want you to believe. They are atrocities driven by a supremacist ideology that seeks to erase Christianity from the region and turn the North into an exclusive Islamic domain. I condemn them unequivocally. And to the Nigerian government, you have not only failed to protect the citizens, but it looks like you are deliberately allowing the massacre of the Christian citizens. And I think you should be investigated. The Nigerian government should be thoroughly perused for allowing this massacre to continue on their watch for years and years. As for my fellow Christians in Nigeria, your tears are seen. Clutching the bodies of your loved ones after these attacks is a horror that nobody should endure. The word's indifference does not mean that God is indifferent to you. Please keep sharing your stories. Keep praying to God. And if possible, try to arm yourselves legally if that is possible. Do anything you can, because as it stands now, the Nigerian government is not going to help you. In fact, they don't want to help you. And to my viewers worldwide, this is not just another African story, okay? This is a very serious issue. This is a Christian genocide in action, enabled by indifference and denial. Mainstream media may bury it, but the blood of the martyrs cries out. We must talk about it loud, persistently, truthfully, until the killing stops and the perpetrators face justice. As always, guys, these are my thoughts and my opinions. Please feel free to share yours in the comment section below, but do so respectfully. Also, if you're not yet subscribed to this channel, honestly, I don't know what you're waiting for. Subscribe to the channel. Like and share this video to keep people informed, and consider joining my membership or supporting the channel any way that you can. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to catch you on the next one. For now, peace.